Welcome to A Soft Place to Land. In today's class, we're going to start with breath work. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Have a nice blanket underneath your hips. If your low back is aching, you can put a second blanket there to prop you up a little bit higher. Just find a comfortable seat, anything that works for you, that feels good in your body at this moment. Closing your eyes. Just take a big inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Once more, inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shrug it away. Two more like that. Inhale, visualizing the stress and the tension in your life. That's right, let's acknowledge it. And exhale, let the shoulders bow down, let it go. Once more, inhale. Bringing the tension, the stress to the surface. Call it up. Release it out. Good, now we're gonna start with another breath practice. So we're gonna take 3 short breaths in, hold it at the top, and then a big soft exhale out. So every time we do this, this exhale will help you feel like you're just drizzling soft, healing, white light, golden energy through your body. Literally visualizing your tension, your stress just melting away, sliding through your hips, your low back, your joints, any areas of your body that ache. We really want to focus on that so that each exhale can literally send this beautiful healing energy throughout it. All right, let's begin. So inhale, hold, and then a long exhale. Again, hold, exhale. Again, hold, exhale. 3 more. Hold, exhale. 2 more. Hold, exhale. 1 more. Hold, exhale. Good, let's continue like that. Now we're in the zone. Let's do 10 cycles all together. We're in this breathing. Good, releasing all together, finding that soft place to land inside of our bodies. Begin, inhale. Halfway there. Last 3, try to make the pauses at the top a little longer. Last one, best one yet. Pause, hold here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big, smooth exhale. Flip your palms up. Keeping the eyes closed, just rest in this sensation. A few long, deep breaths, starting to activate Ujjayi breath. So from your navel, drawing it in and up. Feeling this beautiful breath cycle through your body. On the exhale, out with the old. On the inhale, in with the new. Keep breathing like that. Keep going, 5 more cycles. One of my favorite sayings is what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. So on the inhale, what's mine is mine. On the exhale, what's yours is yours. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Again, inhale, what's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Last one, inhale, what's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Just stay here, bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Long, deep breaths. A big reason why we experience burnout, why we experience deep chronic exhaustion, fatigue, overwhelm is because we are absorbing the energy of those around us, our family members, our coworkers, our friends, our community. And while it's a beautiful, wonderful part of life, so grateful to have these intimate connections, to have these people that love and care about us and connect with on a daily basis. But at the same time, we absorb their energy, good, bad, neutral, we take it all in. So trying this practice every day if you can, even for a few moments. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Allowing yourself to create really healthy, really beautiful boundaries, really respectful boundaries. When you create a boundary, it respects yourself and it respects the other person. Instead of bleeding into each other, you can create this beautiful golden auric bubble around you, protecting yourself and also allowing space for the other person to stay in their own auric field. So it's doing a service to each other. It's a disservice to each other when we allow each other to bleed into each other and operate in the same space, right? So what's mine is mine from a really loving, really respectful place. What's yours is yours. Knowing that with the practice of boundaries, we can start to work on our exhaustion and our fatigue. We can start to work on our feelings of burnout by looking at the energetic bleeds in our life. And step 1 was showing up on your mat today and being in this practice. So thank you, a deep place of gratitude. Thank you for choosing this for yourself. From here, I'd like you to move down into getting ready for bridge pose. So take one blanket. This is a soft place to land. So I want something really comfy, really soft and loving under your head and your shoulders. Good, laying back, making sure that the head and the shoulders are supported. Keeping the knees hip-width distance apart. Make sure that the neck feels supported. Make sure the low back can relax. So everyone, lift your ribs up to the sky. Press your ribs up like you're arching your back. Breathe in. And then do the opposite. Breathe out and seal your spine down to the mat. And when you do that, there's a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So inhale, lift your ribs up, arch your back, breathe in. Breathe out, round the back. Good, spine down. One more, inhale. Exhale. At the very bottom of this exhale, press the feet down, lift the hips high. Hands down on your mat. Good, adjust your neck, adjust your shoulders. Good, I like to press my forearms down into the mat. Press my feet down a little bit more. Feel a lot of strength and support in these amazing legs of yours that help you travel from thing to thing in your life. You have these legs that support you and take you from place to place, from person to person, from interaction to interaction. So a lot of reverence, a lot of love and respect for our legs and our feet. Bringing all the awareness to the bottom of your feet. Spread your toes really wide. Open your toes as much as you can. Press them down, lift the hips high again. Inhale.
On the exhale, let the spine come down nice and slow. Spine comes down to the mat. Good. Rock your knees over to the right. Arms out like a T. If it feels good for your neck, look over to the left. Big, yummy spinal stretch to start. Inhale here. Breathe into your belly, especially into that left lung. Inhale. And an exhale, let your spine melt down in the direction of the mat. Good, knees come up to center. Let the knees rock over to the left. Gaze to your right. So when we first arrive into a deep twist, take a moment to let yourself land. Let yourself arrive in this moment, and then we can begin the deeper work. It takes a moment for your body to really recognize where you are in these deep twists, and then we begin. So focus on the right lung. Inhale, filling up the right lung. Big exhale down the spine, down into the low back. Shoulders relax, fingertips even relax. One more, inhale. Exhale. Good, coming back to center. Knees pointing up towards the sky, hands down on the mat. Big inhale. On the exhale, lift the hips up. This time we're sliding a block under the tailbone. If you have a block, if no block, you can stack a couple of pillows. Build yourself a little tower here. Anything to get the hips a few inches up off of the ground. Good. Once you feel solid and feel supported on the block, I'd love for you to take the hands up to the sky. And then maybe let them fall back behind you if that feels okay. If not, you can bend the elbows, cactus your arms. You can grab opposite elbows. Good. Bring the arms out like a T. Or if you need that connection and support with the ground, please bring the hands back to where we started. Hands down on the mat. So your choice with the arms. And we'll begin 10 big breaths here. Really activating Ujjayi breath, filling up the belly, the chest, all the way up to your throat. Keep breathing in. And exhale the same way, out through the throat, down the chest, down and deep into the belly. Pause there and begin again. Thinking about the 3 chambers of you. Inhale, filling up belly, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, belly. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway there. At this point, if you'd like to stretch your legs out in front of you, you may try that. Good. Only if it feels nice on your body. Continuing the breath. The legs are long and the arms are long. Feel this expansion that's building from fingertips to toes. Feel the spaciousness that's being created. Feeling the layers of stress start to leave your body on each exhale. If there's something that's been very hard on your heart lately, very heavy on your heart, then really visualize it here. Sometimes it's hard to call in the stress, to visualize. We come to yoga to forget about it sometimes and clear our minds. But here in this moment, for the last 3 breaths, I ask you if there's something that's been overwhelmingly stressful or just life feels like a lot right now, call that to the surface. On the inhale, really visualize that coming up. See what it looks like. Notice its textures, sensations, sounds, anything, even triggers. Breathe that in, visualize it, because you're in a really beautiful space right now. You can hold it and then consciously see it floating away on the exhale. Visualize that exhale and that air energy sending it on its way. Again. Any challenges, any struggles, anywhere you feel stuck, like you can't find a resolution. Breathe that stuck energy in. On the exhale, visualize it dissipating. Last one, inhale like you're in rush hour traffic. Bumper to bumper, car to car. You can't see a way out. And then on the exhale, the green lights start happening, the roads start to open, the lanes open, the highway clears, and you can go exactly in the direction of where you're headed with no obstructions, nothing in your way. Good. If the legs are still long, bend the knees, set the feet flat. Stay here a moment, wiggle the toes. Starting with the pinky toes on the outside edges of the feet, press down the pinkies. And then the next toes, next toes, next toes, all the way till you get to the big toe inside. Press down on the internal edges of the feet, and the hips start to float off the block or the pillows. Inhale here. On the exhale, remove the blocks, setting your hips down. That was a long one. So from here, Baddha Konasana, bringing your feet together, knees out wide, butterfly shape, or if butterfly feels too tight in the hips, or you want to work on spaciousness, just scoot your heels more towards the top of your mat, creating more of a diamond shape. One hand on your heart, one hand on the deep low belly, lower than the belly button, the space right above the hips, your womb space, solar plexus, your center of creation, sacral chakra. Good. 10 deep breaths here. Instead of just letting your hands touch on your skin, wrap your hands around the body, around the skin. Really grip onto your body with a soft yet fierce, loving touch. Really soothing breaths that anchor you into your being. With this practice, we are embodying the idea that anything can swirl around us on the outside. There could be a tornado, there could be chaos, there could be a storm around us on the outside. And with our breath, with our mind, with our body, this beautiful multi-layered connection, we can create a sturdiness inside of us. We can create an anchored force inside of us that no matter what swirls on the outside, we have this place of softness, of deep, intimate, personal connection, of unobstructed life force flowing through us like a river, of power, of unconditional love, of
energetic alignment that always exists inside of us. And some days the light is a little bit dimmer than others. So visualizing this really dim light underneath your palm here, down deep in the belly, down deep in our most primal essence, our center of creation, where we were created from and where we create from. Visualizing this very dim light, a flickering light on a candle that's almost about to blow out. A fire that's almost extinguished, but there's still a little flicker holding on. Maybe today this is how you feel, and that's why you chose this practice. I know that sensation well. There's no judgment, there's no negative thoughts around that feeling. The feeling is what it is. It is a result of very busy, well-maintained, full life. A life full of responsibilities and connections and relationships should be met equally with a practice full of regeneration and recharge. So visualizing that light flickering, acknowledging what that feels like. Try to witness yourself here without judgment. And then slowly with each breath, visualize that yellow, golden, orange hue of the flame. With each inhale, it's growing a little bit more in size. It's growing in its capacity. It's growing in its vitality. And a big gush of wind just rolled in and kind of took it back to the beginning of that little tiny flicker, and so we begin again. And we call on this deep resilience from our mothers and our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers and all the women and many ancestors that came before us in our lineage that have the resilience inherited down through our DNA. So visualize that little flicker growing brighter, growing brighter, growing brighter with each inhale. So that now behind your eyelids, you see this big flame, this bonfire of illumination starting in your belly and radiating out through all areas of you, this sun energy. Now we're working in the masculine. So seeing that sun energy permeate wider and wider, out through your rib cage, out through your lungs, through your kidneys, your liver, your sacrum. Wrap that energy around your back body, visualizing it through the back of your heart. Sliding up, slithering its way up the back of your neck. Coming to the throat chakra, our center of our hormonal balance. If you've been feeling a little off, using this meditation, using this breath to light up, to illuminate, to create a perfect harmonic balance in your throat, in your thyroid, in your center of balance in your body. Moving that flame through the spine up into your brain, through the higher chakras. Maybe you visualize it between the eyebrows, lighting up your third eye, your center of creation, of intuition, of wisdom, of new thoughts, of new ideas. Notice how we can access that now. I had this epiphany a few years ago that when my lower chakras, when my womb, when my root, when my sense of safety and security was not established, when it wasn't nurtured, when I felt unsafe, when I felt insecure, I wasn't able to move into the higher chakras. So often we think from the top down, we think, why can't I come up with ideas? Why is my intuition off about this person? Why can't I access higher dimensional thinking? Why can't I feel connected with the cosmos and the divine? And instead of focusing on the higher chakras, we start all the way down in the root like we did. We start way down deep at the foundation of us, in our center of security, safety, home. That's why I call this class a soft place to land. I want you to come back home to your bodies. We're working from the lower chakras up, like we did with that first breath practices. We grow from our roots up. So now that we have this divine light starting to grow its way from our lower chakras up, now we can start to activate the intuition, the higher thinking, the connection to the divine, the belief in something bigger than ourselves. So let this flame kind of percolate around, trickle around our brain, her crown chakra, feeling brain fog start to dissipate. Good. Any ways in your life that you felt stuck or that you haven't been able to visualize or see a way through a problem. Good. Picture that golden, orange, red fire flickers, those embers illuminating in the brain and the higher chakras. One more breath here. Inhale from the root all the way up to the top. And then exhale from the top all the way back down to the origin. Beautiful. Take your palms under the knees. If the legs are still in butterfly, scoop them together. Right. Rocking your knees over to the right and over to the left. Good. Still on your back here, letting the knees drop side to side, nice and slow. Windshield wipering the legs right and left. And decompressing the low back, decompressing the sacrum. And then let your whole body fall to the right side. Fetal pose. Staying here for 3 breaths. Slowly pressing your way up, nice and slow, rising. You're rising into a seated twist, so keep twisting your spine towards the back. Good, then rolling the hands around to the front, knees come back around. Other side, twisting, an upright twist on the other side. Good, then moving the body around, let's reposition everything, getting ourselves ready for child's pose. So take your soft, comfy blanket that was under your head. Good, now move it to the top of your mat. Knees really wide. If you have a secondary blanket or bolster, put that vertically along for your spine to rest. Stretch the arms out. Turn one cheek to the bolster, to the blanket, and let yourself melt into child's pose for a few breaths. Tapping back into Ujjayi. Enjoying these long inhales through the back body this time, right? So for the duration of class thus far, we focused on the front body, breathing into the front of the belly, the front of the lungs, the front of the heart, even the front of the throat. Good, stretched out here in child's pose. I want you to breathe into the back of your spine. Deep through the low back, through the back of the kidneys, through the back of your liver, the back of your intestines, the back of your heart. Extra breath here. Inhale right into the back of Letting the next breath travel up your spine, focus on the back of your throat, the back of your thyroid. Center of hormonal balance, equilibrium. Inhale. And a long exhale down the spine, down deep to the sacrum. Last breath here, breathing up the spine, out through the fingertips, out through the arms, through the hands. Stretch them long. Tent the fingertips. Preparing to rise. Let's come onto your palms and your knees. Good. Taking the blanket under your knees this time. I want everything to feel really soft and supported. Moving through a few gentle cat and cows. Big breath in, open the heart. Big breath out, round the spine. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale to round the spine. One more breath here. Inhale to open. And then a big exhale, rounding. Coming back through center. Reaching the right hand up, open through your chest. Reach high, breathe. Slide the right arm through. Letting the right side of your head rest on the mat. Lots of options here. So stretching your left arm long, stay there. You can bend the left elbow, let that elbow rest and soften. Good. Option to reach the left hand up or take the hand around your waist. 5 deep breaths here. Long inhales. Long, smooth, nourishing exhales. One more time. Reaching the left hand up, breathe in, make space in the left lung, and then set the hand down beside you. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Reach up high. Wrap your hand into a fist, and then move that energy around. So if you type a lot or you text a lot, or moving this carpal tunnel energy around, massaging that out. Good. Reach the fingertips up. Take the hand back behind you, stretch the neck. Good. Set the hand down. And child's pose, sinking the hips back. Five deep breaths in child's pose. Feeling the breath travel from the root chakra all the way up the 7 chakras, out through the fingertips. And then when you reach the fingertips, the breath travels back down the spine, down to the root chakra where you began. I am spacious. I am expansive. I am illuminated. I am nourished. I am supported. And I know that when you feel absolutely fried and absolutely burnt out, that it's really hard to say these mantras, to believe them to be true, when you feel the opposite, when you feel anything but. But the process of rewiring the brain. We need to break these negative thought patterns and change the story of the depleted woman who is running around doing all the things for everyone else, or the depleted man who is holding up all the things in his life at his own expense. So one more time, let's try these again, these mantras. Repeat them with me, creating new neural pathways, creating new thought patterns, and that's the only place that we can begin. So giving it a try. I am expansive. I am spacious. I am illuminated. I am nourished. I am supported. Let that last one really land inside of you. Inhale again. Exhale. Coming back up to table pose. If you're really in the zone here, keep the eyes closed and just stay in that beautiful space. If you'd like a little cushion under the knees, now's the time for that. Inhale, reaching the left hand up high. Breathe it in, breathe it to the belly. Make a lot of space for yourself. Here, inhale, exhale, slide the arm through. Good, setting the left side of your head down on the mat. Make sure you're not trying to hold yourself up in any way here. It's really important that we embrace this practice of full and total surrender. So your left cheek, your left temple, your left ear completely rests on the softness of your mat. Right hand stretches long towards the top. If you'd like to take the right hand up to the sky, you may do that. If you'd like to wrap the right hand around your waist, go there. 5 deep breaths. Extra focus, extra loving, compassionate awareness on your right lung. Breathing your most deep and connected breaths there into that space. Last breath, really enjoying the depth of this twist. And getting ready for that amazing breath that comes when we come out of the twist. Like you squeeze a little sponge, twist the sponge, and then when you untwist the sponge, there's so much room for more. So as you find yourself ready, set the right hand down beside your head. Inhale, take that left hand up. Open through the left side of your body. And maybe come out to the right fingertips. I like to notice in my body where I'm always dropping down onto my joints. Where can I become a little more weightless here? More loving towards my joints. Wrap the left hand into a fist and just move that energy around really slow, really gentle. Notice what your neck is doing. Does it feel better to look down? Does it feel better to look up or neutral? Good, ready to set the fingers free. Inhale here and exhale. Go right into a big cat pose. So press the ground away, round your spine. Good, stay in that big cat pose for a moment. Take an inhale there. Exhale there. Then let the belly fall through. Inhale to open. Exhale to tuck and round, curl into yourself. For me, this represents on the inhale, taking our energy out into the world, the times when we're extroverted, connected, social, engaging with others. And then equally as important, cat pose. The introvert, rounding, returning back to you, filling up your own cups, spending special, intimate time with yourself. Good. 3 cycles like that in perfect harmony. Inhale, the outgoing energy. Exhale, the incoming energy. Inhale. Exhale. One more cycle. Inhale. Maybe tuck your toes, stretch the bottom of your feet on the exhale, round, and spend an extra loving moment in the cat pose, returning back home to yourself. And let the spine fall to neutral. Let's let the hips rock side to side. So drop the hips over to the right. Maybe look towards the back of your mat, towards your feet. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side, hips drop. Let your gaze organically go where it likes to. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Really loving breaths for your low back and your side body. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale to center. Last one on the left. Good, coming on back. Good, we're gonna come onto the belly. So bring the blanket right towards the top of your mat. Good, rocking the hips side to side. Take all your blankets if you'd like. Turn your cheek to the left. Arms out like a T. Then turn the arms into cactus. So bend the elbows, fingertips facing towards the top of your mat. Long breaths here, really letting the back decompress. Start to slide the left knee towards the left elbow. So this cactus shape here on your belly. Take your left toes and flex that foot. Keep that leg engaged, and then I want all of your awareness to travel down into your low back. Notice a lot of the times here I see arching of the low back, pelvis away from the earth. So see if you can glue, if you can melt your pelvis down towards your mat. See what that does for your hip flexors, for your low back, for your spine as you really embrace surrender through the very, very final vertebrae of your spine. Five more ujjayi breaths like this. Tune into this oceanic sound of your own breath. Feel it like the waves rolling through your body. The tide ebbing and flowing. Last one. Be sure to get this last exhale all the way down the back. As that exhale trickles out, let the left leg return. Good. Create a little pillow, or if you already have a pillow, that's perfect too, under your forehead. Maybe let the arms come down by your side. And for me, this is one of the most calming nervous system poses that you can do. A little bit of connection, a little bit of pressure against the forehead creates a natural, immediate nervous system response where it down regulates and it gives your body permission to completely release. It signals to your body that you are safe and that you can let go. So enjoying 3 more breaths here. Hope is that when you feel like your world is swirling out of control, when you feel like everything's happening to you and that you're not in the driver's seat of your own life anymore, that you can come back to these nervous system healing practices. You can do this upright as well by just placing your palm on your forehead, taking some long, deep breaths there. Good. So let's move into the other side. From here, stretch the arms out like a T again. Create the cactus shape with your arms, fingertips facing up. And notice here, are you engaging any muscles in your upper back, trying to hold these arms here? Can you really let your elbows melt into the floor, your forearms melt into the floor, your wrists and your fingertips? Almost always I see my students with a couple of fingers doing something funny or gripping in some kind of way, right? So let the palms relax completely. Let yourself feel at home in this space. The arms in cactus start to slide the right knee in the direction of the right elbow. Give your toes a job to do here. So curl the toes upright, flex the foot. Scan deep through your pelvis and notice if you are arching or resisting the earth in any way. Can you melt yourself down into the earth? Can you release any constrictions, any gripping, any trauma that we're holding on to in the low belly, in the hips, in the deep womb space? Can this next exhale through the mouth, let it out. Let the next exhale be the permission that you need to let all that energy of your lower chakras dissipate and melt into the earth. And anything negative that feels stuck, any old stories that are lingering, any pain, any unresolved trauma, we can let that go for a moment and remind ourselves that we are safe here. Safe to open up, safe to surrender. 5 more deep breaths here. Visualize the vertical expansion of your spine, top to bottom. Visualize each breath creating a little more space between each vertebrae. Last one, breathing in. Let's try for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And then exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bottom of the exhale. Let your right leg slide back down towards the left. Taking your hands into a pillow or right above your head if you have a cushion here. For the forehead, bend your knees and just move that energy side to side. Windshield wiper. moving the ankles around, opening and closing the toes. Stretching the legs long, stretch the arms long. Big stretch. Imagine I'm in front of you, pulling your fingertips forward, and behind you, pulling your toes back. You're becoming the longest version of you. Inhale. And then exhale, let everything soften into the earth. Plant the palms and begin the journey back to child's pose. Pressing the ground away, round your back like a cat. Rounding, 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 coming up to seated. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, take the legs around, out in front of you. Inhale, sitting up tall. And on the exhale, bring the hands down, elbows bend. Let your bones land on something soft. If you can, bring something under your head. So if you have a block or a pillow, you can put that on any level, right under your head. Our last 5 breaths here upright, and then we are preparing our descent for Shavasana. Make sure the energy is continuing to flow forward instead of rounding. Let's keep elongating and folding. One more deeply loving and compassionate breath into the back of the heart space. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Rounding the back slowly, one vertebrae at a time. We sit up. Good. A big neck circle here. Enjoying the journey around your entire circumference of your neck. Now that our breath is at its peak, we're in this really beautiful place with our breath. So keep on breathing. On moving that around. Good. Landing back at center, come to neutral. Good. Bend your knees. Good. Preparing to lay down on our backs. Have your props nearby that you'd like to use for Shavasana. Come on down to your spine. Bend your knees, set your feet flat. We're gonna revisit bridge pose. So inhale, arms behind you, just like we started out class. Inhale. On the exhale, bring your hands up and over. Let them land by your hips. One more time like that. Inhale to stretch long. Exhale, let them land. At the bottom of this exhale, lift the hips high. Negotiate around your feet. Move the feet to whatever position is going to feel great for you. Good. A really important part of working in our bodies, feeling at home in our bodies, is finding that softness, the deep softness that we've cultivated over the last hour. And then I always love to end on a moment of strength. So pressing the hands down, feel the strength in these beautiful legs of yours. Good. Even when you feel a little bit of that fire, a little burning sensation, here for 3. With the fire of the legs, the masculine sun energy, then the cooling breath of the feminine energy rolling through you with your Ujjayi pranayama. It creates this perfect harmony, perfect balance inside of you. Good. Last breath, feet press down, hips lift up. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly let it come down.
Good. Unraveling in any way that feels nice to you. Pulling the right knee in towards your chest, left leg long. Good. Right knee towards your right shoulder. Left hand on the left hip. So keep that left leg anchored down. Maybe using some loving touch here, massaging the thigh, the glute, around your psoas muscle. Good. Flex both feet. Inhale. Bring the knee back to center and exhale, set the leg free. Inhale, left side. Leg comes in. Bring the knee out towards your left shoulder. Good. And then begin the process of self-touch, massage, breaking up any tight areas here. With the same sweetness and compassion that we've cultivated over the last hour. Keep on breathing. Flex both feet, one more inhale. Knee back to center and then release. So for the final Shavasana, I'd love for you to prop up the legs in any way that you're able to. So if you have 2 blocks, you can do 2 blocks, legs up. Take your blanket. Really important that you have something comfy, something loving and supportive on your belly, on your heart. Put a few blankets. If you're at home and you have all the things, a few pillows, a few blankets, it can never be enough. I want you to feel weighted and essentially held. Stay here. We'll stay with you through Shavasana. So before we release the breath, let's come back to those amazing mantras, creating new neural pathways in the brain, new thought patterns, new ripple effect to our lives. Ujjayi breath. On the inhale, I am spacious. On the exhale, I am spacious. On the inhale, I am elongated, I am expansive. Exhale, I am elongated, I am expansive. Inhale, I am illuminated. Visualize that beautiful yellow flicker inside of you. Exhale, I am illuminated. Inhale, I am nourished. Exhale, I am nourished. Inhale, I am supported. Exhale, I am supported. Last one, we're adding on. Inhale, I am held. Feel this one through your entire being. I am held. This last exhale, your fingertips drip down towards the earth. Your whole body feels heavy in the most beautiful way. You're heavy, melting into the many layers of the earth underneath you. Slowly letting the Ujjayi breath trickle away. Let a natural pattern of breath emerge. And let yourself enjoy this deep Shavasana to the fullest.
I will reawaken you when it's time. Draw deeper breaths back into your body. As you floated away for a moment, coming back to yourself, coming back home. Good. Bringing one hand on your heart, the other hand on your belly. I am home, I am home, I am home. I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. Rubbing your hands down the legs. Pull the hands through the body, through the arms. Good. Reach the arms overhead. Stretch out long. Send the arms back behind you like you're waking up for the first time today. Arriving in your body in a new way, with a new reverence, a new appreciation for this vessel that is a home. Wherever you go, whatever happens around you. Letting your body go to one side for fetal pose. I love this pose because it represents a rebirth. So slowly pressing the ground away, joining me in a seated position. Really slow, being loving and kind with each vertebrae as you rise up. Crown of the head lifts up, shoulders lift up, and then shrugging the shoulders down your back. Hands to your heart. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. One more. I am spacious. I am expansive. I am illuminated. I am nourished. I am supported. And I am held. This next inhale, try to feel that through your entire being. Really let that sink into your cells, into your whole body, into your whole soul. Inhale. And exhale, embracing it as truth. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. hope you feel very grounded, very home, very safe and supported in your body. Thank you. Namaste.